Hey everybody, Kayla Lindsay here with the True Lane Group, brokered by eXp Realty out of Charlotte, North Carolina. If any of you have any referrals that you're looking to send out to the North Carolina, South Carolina area, give me a call. I would love to help them. And today we are going to dive into why you very well might likely fail in real estate. I know, I'm usually the person that stays super positive and you're going to succeed and everything will be great. But I have been noticing more and more often that people are failing when they get their real estate license. And here's why. So one of the biggest things that I've started noticing is that people are getting their licenses and then they want to completely reinvent the wheel. One of the reasons I got into real estate, aside from the fact that I could be my own boss, which is great, was because of the fact that I knew there was a set way to actually do the business. What do I mean by that? Well, before I even got my real estate license, I actually read The Millionaire Real Estate Agent. Now, even though I'm not with KW anymore, all of that still holds true. There is a specific way in which you can build a real estate business. That's the other thing that people don't seem to understand. We don't just sling houses. It's not a willy-nilly business. It's a business. You should have an LLC. You should be out there marketing yourself. You should have a system. You should be in work at a certain time. In order to operate a business and actually be profitable, you need to do certain activities. So that brings me to my next point. Not getting up early enough. If you are an agent who is out there and you are in your pajamas at 10 o'clock, you're probably not going to be that successful. I'm not trying to hate on you. I would love to be in my pajamas sometimes at 10 o'clock. But the fact of the matter is, if you want to be putting $10 million on the board in an area where it's a $250,000 list average, you are going to have to hustle. You need to get up earlier. You need to have systems. You need to have routines. And that's something that a lot of people miss out on. Sometimes when leaving the corporate world, we've gotten used to, of course, getting up early. Our boss tells us to be there at a certain time and we show up. And yet we get caught in that slippery slope once we leave corporate America that, oh, I don't really have to be anywhere. Yeah, I have to make phone calls, but I could just do that later. It'll be fine. I'll just lay in my pajamas all day and maybe I'll do it tomorrow. And then it's tomorrow and it's tomorrow and it's tomorrow and you don't end up doing anything. So if I can suggest anything, get to bed early. Go to the gym, read a book, do your meditations in the morning. Have those morning routines that the millionaires have. If you want to be a millionaire, if you want to be successful, you have to do what they do. So that brings me to my next point. Stop thinking you know everything. So even when I got into the business at first, people were calling me because I got a license and they're going, hey, we want to sell you this product. We can get you FSBOs all day long and help you sign them. And I actually signed up for it. And luckily, one of the agents that I was working with at the time in the same firm, she said, go ahead and cancel that. Don't move forward. You need to learn the basics. What I was doing is what many people do. They got sucked into the marketing trap. And these business owners are going to sell you whatever they possibly can. You're going to be on the front page of Google. You're going to do this. You're going to do that. And really, it's about getting back to basics. Learn your scripts. Learn your listing agreement and your listing presentations. Make sure that you know how to call expireds and FSBOs. Learn how to call anybody, really. Phone skills are going to be really key when you're in real estate. By learning those basics and creating a structure, that's where you build from that. It's like taking a pyramid. So with the pyramid, you have your base right down here. And then as you learn, you get a little bit further to the top. Now, the top here is your creativity. So if you've got a great base and things are working and you've got a schedule, as you get to the top of that pyramid, you can start playing with it a little bit. And the reason for that, it's not going to fall over. It's a pretty stable structure. But a lot of people will flip it completely on its head. And they're starting with creativity at the bottom, and that's where they get into trouble. Because if you're starting with creativity and you're trying to reinvent the wheel, that is not stable. That'll topple over if something isn't working. So go with the basics. Now, another thing that I suggest to new agents is once you have this set schedule and have figured that out, to follow it and to get a coach. Here's where there's the next slippery slope, is when you get that coach and you think that coach is going to mean that you are going to be a six-figure agent and life is going to be grand. But they don't do the work. A coach isn't going to do the work for you. All of us were in like Little League or softball or soccer or something, some kind of sport where you had a coach or an instructor. They didn't go out on the field and do it for you. They told you, here's the skills you need to learn. We're going to catch the ball for 45 minutes. That's all we're going to do. We're going to hone in that skill, and then, maybe then, we're going to put you out onto the field to actually play a game. So then what in the heck are we doing in real estate doing something completely different? We get this coach, we pay them $500, $1,000, sometimes $2,000 a month, and we expect magic. It's not like that. You have to take those skill sets that they're trying to teach you, and side note, don't argue with them. You hire them for a reason, and they're there to kick your butt. So they're going to give you those skills that you need to practice, and you need to put the effort in. The effort isn't going to come in that 30-minute or 1-hour conversation a week. It's going to come when you're doing it day after day after day after day after day until it's muscle memory, until when someone says something, boom, there's the answer. You've got it. So to wrap this up and summarize, you've got to have a set schedule. You've got to make sure you're treating it like an actual business that it is. You need to learn how to lead generate and learn your scripts. You need to make sure that you're actually, if you do hire a coach, which I highly recommend, that you listen to them and know that the work is going to come from you. And you need to make sure that you are not trying to be creative first. I would highly recommend you go grab the book, Millionaire Real Estate Agent. It doesn't matter what firm you're with. I'm with eXp Realty. The information and insights in that book still hold true today. Now, as you're growing a team out, it tweaks and it's changed a little bit in the coming years, but what holds true is when you are a new agent, exactly what to do to be successful. At the end of the day, you choose what your life is, and if you don't like it, you're the only one that can fix it. So I hope this helps somebody or anybody. And again, Kayla Lindsay, eXp Realty here in Charlotte, North Carolina. If you guys have questions or comments, go ahead and put it below. And don't forget to subscribe. We're going to try and put out a couple more videos every week and hopefully help you in your real estate career. Thanks, everybody.